Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel that are scattered abroad. It's your brother Zakar Kassad coming to you with another quick lesson. I got a few videos, pretty much, going into basically these wicked devices, going into, the snares and traps, basically for the violence against thy brother Jacob. Okay, but I wanted to read this as, because, hey, Esau Edom, he's got to go, man. All right, he's totally destroyed the whole earth. All right, and we chanting the downfall of this place, and we're seeing the prophecies, okay, that the Lord said was going to come to pass are coming to pass. All right, and we're praying to the Lord to hasten the destruction. All right, because this man is a true devil, man. All right, how the world is, how everything is all messed up. Okay, all these enchantments and snares and traps pushing our people further away from our Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So it says, Psalms 10:2, the wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire. And what's his heart's desire? The new world order. All right, ultimately putting that mark of the beast inside of your body, man. That technology. See, everything is gearing towards that very moment. Okay, this algorithm, this technology, your phones, everything is recording your data, your grapho, things not to be forgotten. Okay. Money is slowly but surely dwindling out the way. They're creating a new currency in the background as we speak. Okay, which ultimately they're gonna, put inside your body. Okay. These are different devices, different miracles inside of the beast. Okay, spoken about in the book of Revelation chapter 13, along with the scriptures as pertaining to the mark of the beast, man. Okay, all this technology, all these iPhones, and all these things that track you. I mean, the phone is literally listening to you all the time. All right, so basically, this devil has everybody right where he wants them to be. But we praying to the Lord to keep us shielded, okay, from this devil, man. It says, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And that's what this devil does. All right? It says, he hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. That's right. So this devil, Esau Edom, all right, he says in his heart, he shall not be moved. Basically, he's not worried about what the Most High got going on, man. Like he truly believes that he's going to be able to fight against the Most High. Okay, he thinks that he can fight against our Lord, our King, Yahweh Shai, coming with his angels, man. All right. So this is a true proud demon that we're dealing with in the earth, man. I'm gonna get to these videos. I just want to finish this. It says, "He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity." That's right. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. His eyes are privily, meaning privately, set against you Israelites, man. All right? His eyes are privily set against the poor. This is Psalm 17:11. They have now compassed us in our steps. Yeah, everything you do, you can't get away from this devil, man. He's tracking your every single move through this technology. You got a social security number, a birth certificate. You're a slave, man. It says they have set their eyes bowing down to the earth. That's right. Like that's why they call. That's why they're an eagle, and they're in different. Pretty much Rome had the eagle. America has the eagle, man. This is Rome 2.0. So let me read that again. Psalm 17:11. They have now compassed us in our steps. Yet through your food, everything is a snare. Everything is a trap. Through the air, spraying stuff in the air. Through the education system. Pretty much they don't want a nation of thinkers. They want a nation of workers, man. Through everything. Pretty much Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Everything here is a snare and a trap to us, man. You think you're eating good, but you find out that this has maggots in it or something, man. Oh yeah, I got all types of videos, man. It says Psalms chapter 10 and 8, he sitteth in lurking places of the villages, in secret places doeth he murder the innocent. Right. It says his eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. And that's the point. All right. This devil has all types of snares and traps out there. All right. And he's got a lot of hell to pay, man. We're gonna go a few of these videos that I got on here. I want to get this one first. Melanated people on here. Yeah, so it says this shit is crazy, but I see a lot of people saying shit like black fatigue, but not understanding or overstanding the trauma that happened to the population of people still runs through their bodies today. That's why we still have a lot of people that's fucked up in their minds. That's right, man. Because, hey, man, these devils did a number on us, man. All right, and we went off against the Lord, but hey, these devils got to pay, man. All right, let me get this. All day, melanated people on here just now found out that they ate Nat Turner when they caught him. What? They ate him. You see this shit, man? They ate Nat Turner when they caught. See, they ate us. They used to eat us, all types of shit, bro. That's why we gotta hasten the day. Like this is that same devil, man. Okay, that pretty much he has so many crimes, so many things that he just did to our people. So many things, man, and he just keeps on, thinking he's gonna get away with this stuff, man. These subjects like this is sore topic. Forget you people, man. We gonna call on the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, and he's gonna come and destroy you, man. All right, your kingdom is fallen. Hey, man, just listen to the video. Slack you. Melanated people on here
just now found out that they ate Nat Turner when they caught him.
What?
They ate him because they thought they were going to get superpowers because he was killing them.
Oh my god.
They also just found out that there was different types of plantations. It wasn't just picking cotton and tobacco. They had breeding plantations where they bred us like dogs. They had fighting plantations where you would just fight all day. They had cattle plantations where they raised us like animals to eat. They made leather out of our skin.
Oh my god!
They made furniture out of our skin and filled it with our hair. Wait till you find out that George Washington, they told you George Washington had wooden teeth, but that's a lie. His teeth were made out of lead, mercury, and slave teeth, and horse teeth. They used to use us for extra spare body parts. That slavery that they taught you in school is not really what happened, people. I just want y'all to know that.
Is teaching white Americans how white slave owners raped, beat, humiliated, mutilated, murdered, and cannibalized their slaves. Accurate history is teaching that George Washington's false teeth were made out of his slaves' teeth. Accurate history is teaching that Abraham Lincoln may have said some words and signed some shit, but he did not physically do anything to free the slaves. The white abolitionists also often get almost total credit for freeing the slaves. I bet you've never even asked yourself what the slaves were doing to free themselves, and the answer to that is most of the fucking work, including giving the ultimatum of war. But then we get a bunch of white people mad that their kids might feel guilty if we teach real history. It's not about your white child's feelings. Teaching accurate history isn't about white people's feelings, but that does sound like something that someone who's only ever been taught a white glorifying version of history would counter with. Ask why we ever felt like we needed to curate a false version of what white people did and did not do to black people to begin with, and then ask yourself why white-ass politicians are verbally attacking real history by calling it slurs, which is, by default, also the act of calling black people slurs.
To get the real deal, text history to 219-200-99.
So there you go, man.
Don't argue.
There you go. So, hey, there you go, man. All right, I want you to get that video. Let's check another one out.
Leatherface, I hate to say this now, but lynches and shit. Bro, it's so much more shit, bro. You ever see Texas Chainsaw Massacre? The inspiration came from the plantation. You ever see Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, of course.
Leatherface.
I hate to say this now, but it's one of my favorites. That's crazy.
It's funny because it's a movie, right? But that was the reality. When they would kill your brother and wear his face. Hold on. They would kill your brother and wear his face while they fucked you. Hold on, no. Let me finish this, dog. They would kill your brother and wear his face while they fucked you in the ass in front of your fucking wife. Right? While she's pregnant. And then rip the baby out her stomach. Step on the baby's head. Murder you. You like what? And then take your grandmother, your grandfather in a pot and boil them. And you so hungry, you so starving, they feed you to pieces, man.
See, these devils gotta pay, man. They have to pay. This is too much. This is too much, man. This is way too much. Let me grab a scripture. That's way too much, man. I mean, come on, man. You know? Are you serious? Let me see. Let me get a scripture real quick. Let's go to Job. This is Job 21:7. It says, "Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty in power? Their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of God upon them. Their bull gendereth, and faileth not. Their cow calveth, and casteth not her calf. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel and the harp, and rejoice at the sound of the organ. They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore they say unto God, Depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? This is how they think. They don't serve our power, man. They don't serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh. They serve a different God. That's why you see all these rappers and stuff getting exposed, the Illuminati rituals and stuff. They worship in Baal, man. They worship a totally different God. Caesar Borgia, Serapis Christus, Baal, all types of different gods, man. They don't worship Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The true, they don't worship the true God of the Bible, of the scriptures. And they trying to tell you who they worship, man. They worship Satan. They don't worship the Most High Yahweh, man. These Edomites, they don't worship the Lord. This is the wicked. It says, this is how they think. They think it says, what is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out? Because their days are short. That's why you see America falling, man. This place is fucking through. Okay, and these devils, they have these thoughts. They're like, oh, hey, the Lord ain't gonna do nothing. The Lord just, they think the Lord is such as one is like themselves, like the scriptures say. All right. These are the ungodly who prosper in the earth, man. All right, and they got hell to pay because of what they've done to our people. They got hell to pay for what they've done to our people. Matter of fact, let's grab that. This is the book of Obadiah. In verse 15, it says, For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. So guess what? The Lord is going to repay you devils for what you did to us in slavery, all these different captivities up until this point. It says, As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. See? For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, all right, that's it's talking about his people. So shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. So the Lord gonna be, the Lord, and it's gonna be go time real soon, and you people can feel it in your bones, man. The Lord is coming. The King is coming, man. All right. It says, But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them. We're going to get busy on you devils, man, and devour them. And all, it says, And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. That's right, man. You devils gonna pay for what you did, man. You done did so much.
Yo, boy, you gotta give a while she's pregnant, and then rip the baby out her stomach, step on the baby's head, murder you. You like what? And then take your grandmother and your grandfather in a pot and boil them. And you so hungry, you so starving, they feed you to pieces, man. You gotta give a fuck about some cracker, huh? You gotta give a fuck. We forgot. They don't teach you that part of slavery. You see? So this what we was going through, what we went through. So now Turner like, yo, bro, like, enough is enough. What we want to do? So he had a secret meeting. He said, yo, man, look, who want to be free? Everybody stood up. I bet. Whoever's willing to do whatever, take 3 steps forward. Right? So brothers, not everybody did, but most of them, right, took 3 steps forward. Now, everybody that took 3 steps forward, they gave him a machete. They said, now look, turn around. You see the brothers that did step forward? Kill them all. Because those are not your brothers.
It's crazy.
See? Let me get a few more videos, and that's going to be it. Yeah, they got some shit going on, man. Yeah, check this one out, man. Check out these kids going missing.
And the crazy part, they just found 60 missing children that were in Florida, y'all. Yes, I said 60. And the crazy part is...
So they found 60 missing children, right? All right. They found 60. It's all types of kids going missing. Now, why is all these kids going missing all the time, man? It's because this devil, he takes the kids, man. He taking the kids, man. All these cops and shit, all these governors and things like this, these hotels, these, people be involved, man. They be all involved in this human trafficking shit, man. That's just my belief. I just speak as a man. Okay, because if you look on Google, you ask Google how many kids go missing a year, they're going to say it's well over 500,000 just in America. 500,000 kids a year, man. So this is good that they found the kids, but there's still a lot more out there, man. And horrific things are being done to these children, man. I always think about that. Like, where's all these damn kids? Why ain't they mothers? Why ain't nobody on the news talking about this stuff? Nobody interviews the mothers or anything. Nobody trying to figure out what's going on. Hey, but this is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
Where they found these children at, you wouldn't believe. They was not in no abandoned warehouse. They was not in the middle of nowhere. They were in regular homes, even motels. And some of the people that took them had them right in their homes. Right in their homes. Not a separate place, but in their home. Some of these joints was happening right next door. The operation was called Dragon Eye, and it is now being called one of the biggest child rescues in American history, y'all. So they said they used 20 different agencies, and it was over 100 police officers that went and found these children by the grace of God. They wasn't just missing. These children were going through the big T word. The sad part is, they said ages range from 9 all the way up to 17. And they said when they got these kids, a lot of them was drugged. And a lot of them was being prepped to be drugged. And you already know what they was doing to these children, y'all. They say some of the people that they caught that...
See, you already know what they was doing to these damn kids, man. And that's what Esau is. He's a pedophile and a rapist. He's a damn demon, man. He got all types of stuff going on, man. This is a true devil. All right? The true devil, man. All right? It just lies and all that shit, man. Look at this. 145 people were pricked in a shocking syringe attack, plunging one of France's largest music festivals into chaos. Yeah, see? Hey, you getting around, all these kids are pricked with a damn syringe. How's that happen, right?
Okay, well, this may
They ain't talking about this no more.
Disturbing things I've read in a web. Over 145 people, many of them young teenage girls, were stabbed with syringes across France at music festivals on Saturday. Syringes at street concerts. Let that sink in. It happened at La Fête de la Musique, a huge national music festival where people gather in the streets to dance, sing, and listen to music to celebrate the summer solstice. And in the middle of it, women were getting randomly jabbed in the arms and in the back by random strangers with needles. Police have arrested 12 men. including one that was arrested because he was literally filmed while stabbing a girl. And here's the worst part. They're testing these syringes for any type of drug, including the ones that predators use to knock their victims out. This wasn't random chaos. This was organized, and the police even found online posts encouraging men to go out and do this. So let's stop pretending that this is some fringe story. Because if you're not safe at a music festival surrounded by people, then where are you safe? What just happened in France is sick.
And you women aren't safe. You women, you know, all that glamour and all that stuff like that is going to go away real soon. All that lipsticks and all this other shit, man. You know, your Instagrams, your OnlyFans accounts. All that stuff is about to all that stuff is about to flush down the drain. All of it, all that's over with, man. All right, it's about to be a hell of a time. All right, you about to go through hell. All right, and that's crazy what happened too. But you really about to catch some hell, man. I wanted to get some other video. Yeah, check this one out down here.
Enjoyable anymore. No one told me waking up was going to be this hard. Like how the simple shit that you used to enjoy isn't enjoyable anymore. Shit like going out to eat with family, it's like you don't want to know what's in that or what the containers are made of that we put it in after. And how about just enjoying a holiday? Like, do you really know why we celebrate this holiday and where it came from? Can't even watch the fucking Weather Channel anymore. You know who controls the weather, right? Can't watch a TV show or a movie because there's fucking symbolism in everything. Walks in nature ain't the same. Like, hey, you know why that mountain over there is shaped like a snake? Because it was one. Or God forbid you look up at the fucking moon. Don't even get me started. Going to fucking work. Like, hey, you know, money's not real. God forbid you fucking sneeze and someone says, bless you. Like, do you know who you're blessing? Going to fucking family events like birthday parties. Like, you know, saying happy birthday is a satanic ritual.
People are fucking freaking out, man. People are freaking out. Check this one out.
Private meeting. Right now I'm going to just read a quote from Edward Mendell House and what he had to say in a private meeting with Woodrow Wilson, president between 1913 and 1921, from the private papers of Woodrow Wilson. Quote, very soon, every American will be required to register their biological property in a national system designed to keep track of the people, and that will operate under the ancient system of pledging. By such methodology, we can compel people to submit to our agenda, which will affect...
See, this is how they're gonna bring in the MOTB. Everybody in America got a birth certificate. Everybody got a birth certificate, man. This is how they want that new world order, that MOTB to be.
Our security as chargeback for our fiat paper currency. Every American will be forced to register or suffer not being able to work and earn a living. To keep track of, and what he had to say in a private meeting with Woodrow Wilson, president between 1913 and 1921, from the private papers of Woodrow Wilson. Quote, very soon, every American will be required to register their biological property in a national system designed to keep track of the people, and that will operate under the ancient system of pledging. By such methodology, we can compel people to submit to our agenda, which will affect our security as chargeback for our fiat paper currency. Every American will be forced to register or suffer not being able to work and earn a living. They will be our chattel, and we will hold the security interest over them forever by operation of law merchant under the scheme of secured transactions. Americans, by unknowingly or unwittingly delivered the bills of lading to us, will be rendered bankrupt and insolvent, forever to remain economic slaves through taxation secured by their pledges. They will be stripped of their rights and given commercial value, designated to keep us a profit that will be none the wiser. For not one man in a million could ever figure out our plans, and if by accident one or two would figure it out, we have in our arsenal plausible deniability. After all, this is the only logical way to fund government, by floating liens and debt to the registrants in the form of benefits and pledges. This will inevitably reap us huge profits beyond our wildest of expectations, and leave every American a contributor to this fraud, which we will call social insurance. Without realizing it, every American will insure us for any loss we may incur, and in this manner, every American will unknowingly be our servant, however begrudgingly. The people will become helpless without any hope for their redemption, and we will employ the high office of the president as our dummy corporation to foment this plot against America. Having established plausible deniability, even if people become enlightened that they had a remedy and pursued it, the attorneys, judges, and legislators could claim that they did not understand the people's claims, especially if the technical requirements for achieving it were not followed pursuant to statutory requirements, requiring the public schools to teach civics, government, and history classes out of federally approved, politically correct textbooks written by the publishing houses owned by the owners of the Federal Reserve would assure that the people would not discover the remedy for a long time, if ever. I would recommend that everyone read Fruit from a Poisonous Tree by Melvin.
See, this is a true demon, man. You see what I'm saying? Like these devils set this up. They set up everything, man. Got you pretty much a hamster on a what's those wheels? A hamster wheel, man. You go to work, you wake up, you barely have a life. You barely can raise your children because you got to work all the time. You can't afford anything. You're constantly scrolling. You know, you have no kind of mind of your own. Everything's being fed to you. You know, this is a damn haunted house, man. This is a goddamn haunted house. It's a haunted house, man. This whole American system, this whole freaking thing, man, it's a damn haunted house. Hey, we got to get the hell out of here, man. This is Psalm 64 and 2, and it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And the point is, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. They have counsels and come up with counsels to further have you in derision, man. They come up with counsels to put what's on the news and all these things. They come with counsels to make it seem like things happen that really didn't happen, man. I was looking to see what that word was in there. So it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Let me see what they got in there. Yeah, they don't got anything I want. But pretty much this is a demon. Let me skip down to verse 5. It says, they encourage themselves in the evil matter. Yeah, they encourage themselves in the evil matter, meaning they get together and sit at a round table, okay, to come up with plans to put poison in your food, to do all types of shit to you, man. Matter of fact, I got another video. I got another video real quick. Check out this video.
Facts you didn't ask for. Canned mushrooms contain 20 maggots per can. The FDA allows this. They allow 20 per can per 100 grams.
So they talking about some canned mushrooms, all right? But there's more out there. There's more stuff that the F.D.A allows in your shit, man. There's more stuff that they allow in there. And I was looking through this earlier. Let me look. It's another video in here. So the food is defiled. Everything is defiled, man.
Maggots.
Look at it.
Facts you didn't ask for. Canned mushrooms contain 20 maggots per can. The FDA allows this. They allow 20 per can per 100 grams.
So just think what they allow for hot dogs or different things like that. They allow all types of bugs in your peanut butter, man. All right, they allow all types of stuff, man. These are true devils, man.
There was a man named Stanley Kubrick who produced and directed his last movie called Eyes Wide Shut. The movie Eyes Wide Shut, I think, from what indications I've received out of Hollywood, he died because of that film. I think he was assassinated because of that film, and I think he knew that his days were cut short. You need to get the movie, rent it and watch it, Eyes Wide Shut by Stanley Kubrick. Because in the movie, he shows how very sophisticated, wealthy, intelligent elites actually live with their secret societies, blood sacrifices, murder, rape, pornography, killing. But on the surface, they are very important looking people. They have nice suits and they look good on television. And behind the scenes, they're murderous. And that's what the movie was called, Eyes Wide Shut, because that's exactly what America is doing. It's looking at these politicians and religious leaders with their eyes wide shut. Political leaders, religious leaders, all the same thing.
Yeah, see, they all.
There's a man named Stan.
Everybody's exposed. See, this place has a laundry list of iniquity, man. Iniquity against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, this dude talking about that big beautiful bill. There's all types of shit going on in there, man.
Buy the property or the car.
That's not good. But anyway, man, I just wanted to get a few matter of fact, Slakia.
Understand now that there is a genocidal depopulation agenda, which I call a war against the population of the earth. The World Health Organization, the United States government, the Council on Foreign Relations, the United Nations, and many other similar organizations have joined together in a shared vision. It's a wonderful vision. It's the vision of a sustainable planet. There will be blue skies everywhere. There will be clean, limpid water running everywhere. There will be green grass, and there will be cows lowing peacefully in the distance. And you, and I, and our children, and our children's children will no longer exist. We will not be there to appreciate this beautiful, sustainable world because we will have been eliminated by the elite, by the globalists, since we, in their vision, are useless eaters. Useless eaters, their term of art for us. We, they say, consume their non-renewable natural resources. We they say, are not needed for what they call the neo-feudal world, in which, as was explained to me by a head of state who was my patient and who told me this in my office, there will be a small circle of neo-aristocrats at the top, surrounded by their servants and servitors, who are in turn surrounded by their technicians, which takes about 10% of the current world population. Everyone else, she said, will be cold. C-U-L-L-E-D. The weak will be killed for the benefit of the strong. Her statement, her belief system, my call to action, your call to action too. Unless, of course, that's okay with you. Most people do not believe that they're useless eaters. I've gone around the world asking people on camera, are you a useless eater? And they say, a what? And I explain the concept to them and they say, no, I'm not a useless eater. My children and I have every right to live on this planet. This planet belongs to us. And they're right. It does not belong to the elite. They are wrong. In my estimation, they are psychopaths. They're quite mad. They're powerful, and they control the means of communication, transportation, and production, but they're crazy as bedbugs. And it's up to us, the people who are not crazy as bedbugs, to take our own future into our own hands and assure it for ourselves.
Yeah, so yeah, she don't understand, okay? She don't understand, but yeah, these are some true demons, man. Useless eater. You're basically Goyim to these people. All right, okay, and that's what they want to do. They want to, going back to the Georgia Guidestones, man. Nobody talks about that anymore. Out of sight, out of mind, right? But we ain't forgot about it. We ain't forgot about the Georgia Guidestones, man. Let me get another scripture real quick. What I wanted, let's go back to Psalms. This is Psalms 73 and 3, and it says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their debt, but their strength is firm." It's talking about these damn Edomites, man. These devils coming up with this plan for this new world order. Great reset. You shall eat the bugs. Okay, they already got bugs going within your food. You know, you find out the hot dog or anything like this. They get the McDonald's burger got 1,300 different DNA samples in it, man. You don't know what kind of animals are in there. Hot dogs got a certain percentage of human DNA in them. You just think about what people are consuming. They're not going to have a problem in that day whenever there's no food, because they don't know how to plant nothing. And people these days barely cook. They just go to McDonald's and Burger King all the time, man. Just on the run, because their lives are so just go. Got to hurry up and go to work. Got to do this. Got to do that. Just a damn hamster wheel, man. So it says, "For there are no bands in their debt, but their strength is firm." Yeah, they control all the banks, all the justice system, the education systems, everything, man. They control everything. All right. The military spread throughout the earth. Okay, and we're looking at the day, where these nations are are being gathered together, okay, for that great and terrible day of the Lord, man. World War III lurking in the background, MOTB, you got all types of things happening. Okay, and this devil thinks that he's going to get away with murder. But he's not going to get away. It says, they're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. It's talking about you damn devils, man. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. Yeah, because they're so rich. You don't hear about these wicked elites, man. You don't see them in the news. You don't hear about them. They own the news stations. They ain't gonna show. They ain't showing their face. They own all these things, man. They own the banks. They're the ones with the with the money, really, man. You hear about certain people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and they got way more money than those guys. Like, those guys are basically like just have a penny compared to what these people have. They making the moves on the chessboard. It says, but it's ultimately the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. Yeah. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Yeah, their laws and their policies walk through the whole damn earth. They got a damn McDonald's in Egypt. They got, they got what those girls over in Iraq, whenever they left, they wanted to take off their hijab. There's a big thing about that, man. Okay, Kamala Harris went over to Africa and told them if they didn't make their people adhere to the damn LGBTQ agenda, then they wasn't going to be, getting any aid or whatever, man. That was some bullshit. You see, they go to different countries and push and force that damn nastiness on them, man. They go to different countries and take the land, set up different leaders. They insert into different governments, set up different factions of war, and then act like they're going to war with them, and they the ones that set them up. They the one that made Hamas and Al Qaeda and all that shit, man. Y'all funded it. They speak lawfully. They set their mouth against the heavens. Their tongue walketh through the earth. That's this devil, man. That's this devil, man. Their tongue walking through the earth, going into their laws and their policies. Isaiah chapter 10 and 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees. Yeah, that's writing the laws. Writing the different policies. Pushing different agendas on the people. Pushing people farther away from their power. Got everybody in derision. It says, in that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Yeah, see, they got you following them, man. They don't want you to have real men in your life. They push the man out of the house. Okay, push feminism. They don't like a man to stand up, a stand-up guy. They want you to be all effeminate. They pushing all types of shit on the children, man. All right, make them think of themselves. You got pronouns, he, she, they. Like a whole 6-year-old kid can be a girl, a boy, and a cat at the same time or some stuff, man. Like, this place is damn bizarro world. And everybody's being tricked, man. Everybody's being tricked.
Seriously.
Let me go back. Slucky, let me do something real quick. Bear with me, Israel. Let's listen to this one real quick.
It records every word you say. The reason that most phones don't have batteries anymore is because the battery makes it to where you can shut off the phone. They don't want the ability to shut off the phone from the user because it is a continual recording device. Even when it appears to be off, it is still recording. It records every word you say, and you can say certain trigger words that will place you into a different category of person. It monitors every single thing you do, from every word that you say, all the way to the places you go, how much money you spend, how long you spend on websites, or whatever. They know all your preferences down to a T, beyond your comprehension. They know what type of woman turns you on. They know what type of food you want to eat. They know how much you're willing to spend on things. Using this algorithm, they basically place you in categories of the most docile and the least of a threat, all the way to the most free thinking and the highest threat, because the highest threat possible is somebody who thinks freely, because you'll see through all of the illusions. So with every individual person, they have different ads and different algorithms for your reels and all of your different things that will hit you in the hardest possible place. They want to, they can't destroy you, so they want to slow your progression as much as possible. So to slow your progression, they use this algorithmic knowledge of your particular algorithm to give you the most seductive, the most whatever is your weak point, they're going to hit that with you through subtleties. Because even as people are uploading videos by the millions per day on all of these platforms of their reels and everything, every time something's uploaded or downloaded, it's AI goes through it and is able to know everything about the video from all of the cues, and it puts all of the videos into categories, just as it puts all the humans into categories. So you as an individual have your own personal spiritual attacks via social media. It is the ultimate spiritual attack machine, where it is hitting all of your vulnerabilities. So the most rebellious thing that you could possibly do to this system that is trying to just destroy you and your children and everyone you love, the most rebellious thing you could do is think freely. The reason that most phones don't have that.
So yeah, man, they got all types of stuff going on, man. You know, these phones is damn near, you know, they good for doing these videos, but this is the demon. This is a devil, man. All right, you know, you you got a point there, man. You know, and just think, your children have these things, and they push algorithms towards them, showing them stuff they shouldn't be seeing and stuff, man. And then when you go and try to report it, you know, because you can click on it to try to, you know, just send a report so that you don't receive it on that device or whatever device you have it on. And the motherfucker will still pop up, man. After you done reported it like 100 times, what you got to do, calling this mother? Like, come on, man. Like, these devils know what they're doing. It's a real true devil, man. A real true demon, man. You know? This is the book of Proverbs. Matter of fact, let me see. Now let's get this scripture in this book of Psalms. I think think it's in chapter 58. Yeah, this is Psalms 58 and 1. It says, "Do you indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do you judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yet in heart you work wickedness." See, they devise, in their heart they work wickedness, man. They got a plan for you. All right? But it's not going to go as planned. See, they think they're going to get away with this. I mean, these devils, they seriously, like the scriptures say, they accomplish a diligent search. They know things. They got the internet just watching you, listening to you. You talk about a car battery long enough, then algorithms going to start popping up talking about car batteries. You know, they're listening to you, man. So it says, "Yet in heart you work wickedness, you wear the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." Yeah, you can't trust this devil. You heard Trump the other day. He said he gonna give him 2 weeks, and he bombed him the next day when he said it. See, you can't trust this devil. You know, they promise you certain things, and then they never deliver on them. They go a certain way. You can't trust these devils, man. The scriptures tell you, never trust thine enemy. It says they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like a deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. So they ain't trying to listen to anything you got to say, man. They don't care. They don't care if you have something to say. Okay? They don't care what you're talking about, man. This is Proverbs 5:21. "For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings." So the Lord know what you're doing, devil. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sin. So, that day, pretty much the Lord is letting his iniquities stack up. Okay, while we're crying out to the Lord to deliver us out of this place, man. Because we were pretty much in a prison planet. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is a prison planet, man. It says, "He shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray." But the point is, his own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, man. Like, the trap that they set is their own foot taken. Hey, little do they know the Lord got a plan, man. Let's see. Proverbs 15. Yeah, so this is Proverbs 15:3. "The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good." So the Lord see what you're doing, and he's not going to let you go, man. You're not going to get away. That's what I wanted. The book. Let me see. Job. That's what I need. It ain't even showing on here. Oh, yeah. There it goes. The book of Job. Let's go to Job. Job 21. This is this is Job 18, actually. This is Job 18 and 5, and it says, "Yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle," and you can see it going dark right now. America is like one of those blinking lights, you know, it's about to go out and shit. It's like, it's on its downfall, man. All right. Bugs landing on it. It's flickering. A fucking haunted house, man. Excuse my language. It says, "Yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle." Yeah, he's sitting in the dark, man. Coming up with his plans. "And his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened." Because guess what? The Lord's gonna make all of his plans come to naught, man. You know, he has plans for a new world order. He has plans to put microchips inside of everybody, inside of the elect. That's what he really trying to get the elect. He has plans to cut off a bunch of people. That's what he do. He likes to kill. He's a killing instrument. A destruction, a destroyer. It says the steps of his strength shall be straightened. So he's losing his strength. Right now as we speak, it says his own counsel shall cast him down. Okay? You know, what is that? Isaiah 19. When it speaks about Egyptian versus Egyptian. You know, this devil is you know, the Democrat and Republican Party are the two wings on the same bird. You know? Got everybody going against each other. It's not even really like that, man. See, they're being controlled, man. What was that? Proverbs 21 or 20? "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He turneth it whithersoever he will." Let me pull that up right quick. I'll pull it up on this other phone. 21 and 1. It says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. So, you know, everything that these devils is doing, the Lord is directing their steps, directing their heart in this direction or that. So it says, "And his own counsel shall cast him down, for he is cast into a net by his own feet." That's right. All these tricks and enchantments this devil has been doing to us. You know, all of his traffic, you know, through the seas. That's why the scriptures tell you in the book of Revelations that they, you know, that the nations are going to be crying from afar off because they're going to see the smoke of her burning. This place is about to go down, man. All right. It says, for he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. This place is walking on a snare. See? It says, and the robber shall prevail against him, and it walketh on it says, the grin shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him, so it's a trap for him in the way. The Lord ordered the steps of men, of the kings. You got different no kings. You got different riots and stuff going on. Different wars going on. The Lord is moving all these chess moves, trying to let us know that He's that much more closer to coming, man. You know? What does it say? Verse 10, the snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour his strength, the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. That's right, man. So we're coming into a day. We're seeing this devil being beat the hell down. He basically fallen and trying to cling on to anything he can grab on his way down. You know? It says, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. Man, that's right. See, the Lord said He's not going to visit you as a man. So you're going to be seeing the chariots. You're already seeing the chariots, man. The so-called UFOs. Everybody's been seeing them, man. And they've entered into the house of the thief. And they ain't going nowhere either. All right. So with that, hopefully this message was edifying. I'd like to say shalom.